Hello everyone, welcome to this session on slope deflection method to be adopted for portal frame. And this is a portal frame which is non-symmetric, and even though it is non-symmetric, it is classified as a non-sway frame structure. The reason behind that is the position of the fixed end support at point A and fixed end support at point D. As a resultant, the frame will neither move towards the right hand side. If it happens to move towards the right hand side, D will push the frame back to its original position. Likewise, if it happens to sway towards the left hand side, A and D will try to ensure that this frame is kept in its original position. So this particular frame is classified in terms of a non-sway frame because of the support that has been provided at A and D. So to begin with the procedure, the first step is to find out the fixed end moment. Next step is to note down what is slope deflection equation. Then to note down what are equilibrium equation. So equilibrium equation are nothing but the equation that are to be determined, that will help us to determine the unknowns, that is the slopes. Then with the help of unknowns we are going to find out the final moment, and later on we are going to draw the bending moment diagram. So these are nothing but these few steps that have been adopted. So similar steps have been followed or been adopted for the beam structures also. So to begin with the fixed end moment are nothing but the fixed values that will be generated wherever the supports have been provided. Now support is provided at A and B, C, D, E and F. Now amongst this particular total 6 supports A, B, C, D, E and F, B and C will be classified as an intermediate support. B and C will be classified as an intermediate supports. And whereas whether other support, that is A, D, E and F, are all end support, and the type of end support is a fixed support, and slope at this particular supports will be 0. That is theta A, theta E, theta F and theta D will be 0. So we need to find out the slope at point B and C, which are nothing but at the intermediate support. So theta B and theta C needs to be calculated. To find out theta B and theta C, we require two equilibrium equations. And those two equilibrium equations will be MB will be 0 and MC will be equated to 0. So these are nothing but the steps that we are going to adopt. To begin with the first procedure, we are going to find out the fixed end moment. To find out fixed end moment, draw the free body diagram of the individual element, that is A and B, which carries a UDL of magnitude 3 kN per meter over a length of 2 meter. Next, B and C, which carries 6 kN load, and the distance will be 0.5 and 1.5 meter. So total distance will be 2 meters. Then C and D, which doesn't have any load, so W is 0. Then further B and E, which will be classified as both as fixed. Again W will be 0 for B and E. C and F, again W will be 0 for C and F. So B and E, C and F, these are nothing but the fixed end moments that we are going to calculate. So when I consider A and B, I will be writing it as MFAB. So when I write MFAB, A will offer a rotation in the anticlockwise direction, because AB, when it has been subjected to UDL on the top fiber, it will rotate in the clockwise direction. So as a resultant, A will offer in the anticlockwise direction. Likewise, B and A, again it will rotate in the anticlockwise direction. So B will offer a rotation force in the clockwise direction. So this will be minus W L square divided by 12, which will be minus 3 into 2 square divided by 12, which will be minus 3 into 4 divided by 12. 4 ones are 4 threes are, and which will be minus of 1 kilonewton meter. So this is nothing but fixed end moment at point AB. Likewise, MFBA will be plus WL square divided by 12. Reason for plus is it is in clockwise direction, so plus 3 into 2 square divided by 12. So plus 3 into 4 divided by 12, which will be plus of 1 kilonewton meter. The reason for calling this as plus is because it is in the clockwise direction. So these are nothing but the fixed end moment from point A to B and B to A. Next we are going to calculate for BC. Now for BC, it is point 2. Again, with reference to B, if we release support C, it will rotate in clockwise direction. B will offer in the anti-clockwise direction. Likewise, with reference to point C, 6 kN will rotate in the anti-clockwise direction and C will offer in the clockwise direction. So this will be considered as negative at point B. At C, it will be considered as positive because it is in clockwise direction. The formula for fixed end moment here for this particular beam for BC will be minus WA B square divided by L square. So which will be minus of W means the magnitude of the load, minus of 6 into A distance is 0.5. This will be A and this shall be B. 0.5 into 1.5 square divided by 2 square. So as a resultant, 6 into 0.5 into 1.5 into 1.5 divided by 4. So this will come as minus 1.6875 minus 1.6875 kilonewton meter. Likewise, MFCB will be plus of W A square B divided by L square plus of 6 into 0.5 square into 1.5 divided by 2 square. So this will come as 6 into 0.5 into 0.5 into 0.5 into 1.5 divided by 4. So this will come as 0.5625. So this will be 0.5625 kilonewton meter. Please check out. The values will be different because it is non-symmetrical position of the load. Now if I consider C to D now, since W is 0, so MFCD will be 0. Likewise, MFDC will also be 0. Likewise, if I consider B to E, MFBE will be 0, which will be MFEB will also be 0. Likewise, MFCF will be 0 and MFFC will also be 0. So these are nothing but the fixed end moments, which is nothing but step number 1. So we have calculated MFAB, BA, BC and CB. Remaining all other 3 members, that is AB and BC, fixed end moments are calculated. Remaining CD, BE and CF, fixed end moments will be 0 because it doesn't have any value. That is W is 0 for all the 3 cases. So these are nothing but the fixed end moments. So what is completed is the first step fixed end moment value is calculated. Next is to write down the slope deflection equation. To write down slope deflection equation, MAB will be equals to MFAB plus 2EI divided by LAB 2 theta A plus theta B minus 3 delta divided by LAB. Now this particular frame is a non-sway frame. So when I say non-sway frame, delta value will be considered as 0. So if I consider this delta value will be considered as 0. Now coming on to the slope at A and B. Now slope at A and B, since it is fixed, slope will be 0. So theta A value will be 0 and theta B shall be kept as it is. MFAB value, just what we have calculated here is minus 1. So you are going to substitute here as minus 1. 2 into EI value is 3. So 2 into 3 EI. 2 into 3 EI. And the length of the member AB is 2 meters divided by 2 meters. And this value is 0. So theta B kept as it is. So this will be minus of 1 plus of 2 gets cancels out. So this is 3 EI theta B, which is MAB. So equation number 1. So you can note down this particular equation as equation number 1, which will be further required to find out the final moments. Next is MBA. So when I write down MBA, it is MFBA plus 2EI divided by LBA 2 theta B plus theta A minus 3 delta divided by LBA. So when we write down this particular equation, MFBA value is plus 1. MFBA value is plus 1. What we have calculated is MFBA value is plus 1. 2 into 3EI divided by 2. 2 theta b kept as it is. Theta A value is 0. Delta A value will be 0. So this value will lead to 2 gets cancelled up. 1 plus 2 into 3 will become 6EI theta b, so which is MBA. So this is equation number 2. So this is what is step number 2 for MBA. Further moving ahead for MBC. So MBC equation will be MFBC plus 2EI divided by LBC 2 theta b plus theta c minus 3 delta divided by LBC. MFBC value is what we had calculated few minutes before, is minus 1.6875. Minus for the reason it is in anti-clockwise direction. So this is minus 1.6875 plus 2 into EI value of BC is 3EI. So this is 3I. So into 3I divided by span of the beam is 2 meters divided by 2 meters. Now coming on theta b, that is theta b and theta c. So theta b and theta c both are not fixed, so it will be kept as it is. So 2 theta b plus theta c. Now since it is non-sway, delta value will be 0. Now earlier theta a value was 0 because it was fixed. Now theta b and theta c both are non-fixed, so it will not be 0. So reframing this equation, minus 1.6875 plus 2 gets cancelled up. So this will be 6EI theta b plus 3EI theta c. So this is equation number 3, what is called as MBC. So note down this particular equation and put it in the form of a bracket, so that it will be helpful to find out the final moment and also in the substitution of the equilibrium equation. Then moving ahead for MCB. MCB will be MFCB plus 2EI divided by LCB 2 theta c plus theta b minus 3 delta divided by LCB. MFCB value is 0.5625. So this value will come as 0.5625 plus 2 into EI value is 3I divided by 2 theta c plus theta b minus of 0, which is MCB. Reorganizing and reframing this equation, MCB will be 0.5625, keep it as it is, 2 gets cancelled up. So this will be 6EI theta c plus 3EI theta b, equation number 4. So put it in the bracket. So this is the equation number 4 that will be required for further cases. Now what we require is the other 2 members, that is other 3 members. Now what we have calculated is member AB, BA, BC and CB. Further there are 3 more members, that is CD, CF and BE. So to write down those particular values, we shall write it as MCD is equal to MFCD plus 2EI divided by LCD 2 theta C plus theta D minus 3 delta divided by LCD. MFCD value is 0 because it doesn't have any load. MFCD value is 0, so it doesn't have any load. Plus 2, EI value is 1, so you are going to keep it as it is, 2EI divided by LCD value is 1. 2 theta C. Theta C shall be kept as it is because it is non-fixed. Theta D value will be 0 and delta value will be 0 because D is fixed, so it is 0 and delta value will be 0. So this MCD equation will be 2 into 2 will become 4 EI theta C. Then remaining all other terms are 0. So this is equation number 5. So this is MCD equation, which is equation number 5. Next is MDC. MDC equation will be MFDC plus 2EI divided by LDC 2 theta D plus theta C minus 3 delta divided by LDC, which will be MFDC value is 0, 2EI divided by LDC equation is 1, theta D value is 0, so theta C kept as it is and delta value will be 0. So this will be 2EI theta C, equation number 6. So this is MDC. So this is what is equation number 6, which is MDC. Then further two more members. So what we have calculated is AB is over, BC is over, CD is over. Now what we require is BE and CF. So BE and CF, there are no loads. So again M fixed end moments are 0. So if I write down MBE, which is vertical column, which will be written as MFBE plus 2EI divided by LBE 2 theta B plus theta E minus 3 delta divided by LBE. MFB value is 0 plus 2 EI value is 2, so 2 into 2 EI divided by 3, 2 theta B, theta E value is 0, then delta value will be 0. So this particular equation will be 2 into 2 will become 4, 4 into 2 will be 8. So 8 divided by 3 shall come as 2.667. So this will be 2.667 EI theta B, equation number 7. So this is MBE. So mark this particular equation as equation number 7. Next is MEB. MEB will be MFEB plus 2EI divided by LEB 2 theta E plus theta B minus of 3 delta divided by LEB. MFEB value is 0, 2 into 2 EI, because the value of EI is 2, so 2 into 2 EI divided by 3, 2 theta E value here it will be 0. Why? Because it is fixed end, so it will be 0. So this value I shall write it as 0. Theta B kept as it is, delta value will be 0. So reorganizing this, 2 into 2 will become 4. 4 divided by 3 will come as 1.33. So 4 divided by 3 shall come as 1.33. So substitute the value as 1.33 EI theta B, equation number 8. So this is MEB. So this is equation number 8. Next is MCF. MCF will be MFCF, we shall note down in new paper now. MCF, which will be MFCF plus 2EI divided by LCF 2 theta C plus theta F minus 3 delta divided by LCF. So here MFCF will be 0 plus 2 EI value is 1. For this shorter column, EI value is 1. So 2 EI divided by 1.5. 2 theta C kept as it is, theta F value is 0. So theta C as it is, F is fixed, so it is 0. And delta value is also 0. So this value shall be 2 into 2 will become 4. 4 divided by 1.5 will be 2.667. 2.667 EI theta C, which is MCF. And this is equation number 9. Last is MFFC, that is from the member F to C. So this will be MFFC plus 2EI divided by LFC 2 theta F plus theta C minus 3 delta divided by LFC. MFC will be 0 plus 2EI divided by 1.5. Theta F value is 0. Theta C value kept as it is and last value will be 0. So 2 divided by 1.5 shall come as 1.33. So this is 1.33 EI theta C. So this is MFFC, equation number 10. So these are nothing but the second step, which is equation number, that is second step, which is slope deflection equation. Next is equilibrium equation. So to find out equilibrium equation, that will help us to find out the unknown. So equilibrium equation means we are going to make use of this particular equation to find out the unknowns. Now unknowns are theta B and theta C, and equilibrium equation will be MB and MC. So I shall note down summation MB will be equals to 0. So when I note down summation MB as equals to 0, how many members are connected at B? BA, BC and BE. If I draw the free body diagram at B, left hand side is BA, right hand side is BC and vertical member will be BE. So equation for MB is equal to 0 will be MBA plus MBC plus MBE is equal to 0. MBA equation is equation number 2. MBC equation is equation number 3. And MBE equation will be equation number 7. MBE equation is equation number 7. All three put together shall be equated to 0. Now what is MBA equation? If you happen to note down, this is MBA equation, which will be 1 plus 6EI theta B plus equation number 3 will be minus 1.6875 plus 6EI theta B plus 3EI theta C. Equation number 7 will be 2.667 EI theta B plus 2.667 EI theta B. So we shall take down all the like terms at one side so that the addition will be same, will be correct. So when I consider this particular like terms, EI theta B and EI theta B, whereas single value of theta C is available here. This is single value of theta C. So I need to add up all the theta B terms. When I add up all the theta B terms, so 6 plus 6 will be 12, 12 plus 2.667, which will be 14.667 EI theta B. So when I add up, it will be 14.6 plus 6 will be 12, 12 plus 2.667, which will come as 14.667 EI theta B. Then the next term will be 3 EI theta C. Next is what? This is equated to 0. So as a resultant, 1 plus into minus will become minus. So 1 minus 1.6875, which will come as minus 0.6875 on the left hand side. When it shifts on the right hand side, it will be plus 0.6875. So this is what is the equation that will help us to find out the unknown theta B and theta C when I consider summation MB is equal to 0. So mark this particular equation as equation number 11. Next is summation MC is equal to 0. So when I draw the free body diagram of C, there are 3 members connected at C and 3 members connected at CR. 3 members connected at CR, CB, CF and CD. So CB on the left hand side, CD on the right hand side and CF in the vertically downward direction. So this will be MCB plus MCD plus MCF is equal to 0. So MCB equation will be equation number 4. MCB equation is equation number 4. MCD equation is what we had noted down is MCD equation is equation number 5. Next is MCF equation is the last equation that we had noted down, that is equation number 9. So plus 9 is equal to 0. So we shall note down all this particular equation. So that is 4 plus 5 plus 9 is equal to 0. So when I rewrite here summation MC is equal to 0, equation number 4 is 0.5625 plus 6 EI theta C plus 3 EI theta B. Next equation number 5 will be plus 4 EI theta C. Next is equation number 9 will be 2.667 EI theta C plus 2.667 EI theta C, that is equal to 0. Now we need to take up the like terms, that is theta C, theta C, theta C, which will be 6 plus 4 will be 10. 10 plus 2.667 will be 12.667 EI theta C. Next plus 3 EI theta B. Next last part will be 0.5625, which is plus positive on the left hand side. When it shifts on the right hand side, it will be minus 0.5625. Rearranging this, 3 EI theta B plus 12.667 EI theta C and minus 0.5625, equation number 12. So we need to solve equation 11 and 12. When I solve equation 11 and 12, if we happen to observe equation 11 and equation 12, if we happen to observe in both the equation, if we happen to observe equation 11 and equation 12, in both the equation, theta B and theta C are unknown. So we need to consider this particular equation. So consider this as equation 1, 2 unknowns. And when I solve this, 14.667 as the coefficient for theta B. Then B1 will be 3 and C1 will be 0.6875 and A2 will be 3 and this will be 12.667 and C2 will be 0.5625 and as a resultant theta B value will be 0.04 and theta 3 value will be 0.04 again. So we shall note down the value as theta B value as 0.0397 and theta C value as 0.035. So these are the three values that will help us now. So MAB value we need to calculate, and MAB value will be after substitution of these particular values. MAB value when I substitute in equation 1, which will be minus of 1 plus 3 into 0.0397. So this will be, I shall come out of this, minus of 1 plus 3 into 0.0397, which will be minus 0.8809, so which is minus 0.8809 kilonewton meter. MBA value will be equation number 2, and which will be 1 plus 6 into 0.0397, and whose value will be 1 plus 6 into 0.0397, whose value will be 1.24 kilonewton meter will be the value of MBA. Now here this is negative, which means it is in anti-clockwise direction. This is positive, means it is in clockwise direction. Moving ahead from ABBA, next is BC. Now BC value is equation number 3, and equation number 3 is minus 1.6875 plus 6 into 0.0397 Next, plus 3 into 0.035, which is BC, that is MBC equation. So substitute this in the calculator to find the final value, which will be minus of 1.6875 plus of 6 into 0.0397. Next is plus 3 into 0.035. And next final value will be minus 1.34. Minus 1.34. Minus 1.34 means it is in clockwise direction. MCB value is equation number 4, and that particular value shall come as 0.5625 plus 6 into 0.035 plus 3 into 0.0397, and its value will be 0.5625 plus of 6 into 0.035 plus of 3 into 0.0397, and that value will come as 0.08916 kilonewton meter, and it is in clockwise direction, so positive. Likewise, MCD, which will be MCD equation is equation number 5, and which is 4 EI theta C, which means it is 0.035, which will be 4 into 0.035, 0.14 kilonewton meter clockwise. MDC equation is equation number 6, which is 2 EI theta C, which is 2 into 0.035, and whose value will come as 2 into 0.035 will come as 0.07. So this is MDC equation. Then further moving, we shall calculate MDC. Next is MBE. So MBE equation will be MBE is equation number 7, and whose value shall be MBE equation is equation number 7, which is 2.667, which is 2.667 EI theta B value is what we had calculated is 0.0397, so it is 0.0397, which is 2.667 into 0.0397, which is 0.106 kilonewton meter, since it is positive clockwise. Then MEB, which is equation number 8, which is 1.33 EI theta B, which is 1.33, 0.0397, and value shall be half of this particular value, 1.33 into 0.0397, which will be 0.053 kilonewton meter. So this is MEB. Last member which is left out is MCF. MCF will be what we had is equation number 9. Equation number 9, which value will be 2.667 into theta C value. Now theta C value needs to be checked out, which is 0.035 into 0.035, and net value shall come as 2.667 into 0.035, which will be 0.09 kilonewton meter clockwise. FC will be equation number 10, and 1.33 into 0.035 is the value. So which is 1.33 into 0.035, which will be 0.047 kilonewton meter. So these are the values that will help us to find out the final moment. Now next, we need to draw the direction of the movements. To draw the direction of the movement, first value is MAB, value that we had calculated was in anti-clockwise direction. So this was in anti-clockwise direction. This was in clockwise direction. Further, both these were in same anti-clockwise and clockwise. MBC is in anti-clockwise direction minus MCB is in clockwise direction plus MCD is again further clockwise direction, anti-clockwise direction, and this is in clockwise direction. So these are nothing but the values that we are going to note down here. So which is MCD and MDC value, and further MBE and MBB value. This is in clockwise direction. So similarly, this is also in clockwise direction. MBE value is clockwise, and this is also in clockwise direction. And MCF value is again clockwise, MFC value is in clockwise direction. Next is these particular values and the bending moment diagram. Now if you happen to observe this, the values are in upward direction. The direction of rotations are upward, so it will come in downward direction. Similarly, this will come in downward direction. This is downward, so movement will be upward. This is upward, movement will be in downward direction. As the arrow is towards the left hand side, bending moment diagram will come towards the right hand side. As the arrow is towards the right hand side, bending moment diagram will come towards the left hand side. Likewise, this particular arrow is towards clockwise direction, left hand side, so bending moment diagram will come towards the right hand side. As the arrow is towards the right hand side, bending moment diagram will come towards the left hand side. So this will be negative, positive, positive, negative, negative, positive. Then over this portion there is a UDL, so it will come in parabolic direction. Over here it is in UD point load, which will come in the linear fashion like this. So this will be positive, this will be positive. And value of this will be 3 into WL square by 8. Basically it is WL square by 8. So 3 into 2 square divided by 8, 4, 2. So this will be 1.5. So here it is WAB by L, WAB by L, which will be 6 into 0.5 into 1.5 divided by 3, 2. So this will be 2 into 0.5 into 1.5, which will come as 1.5 kilonewton meter. So this is how we are supposed to draw the bending moment diagram. So this is the solution for a portal frame carrying UDL point load and when there is no load. And we are supposed to find out fixed end moments, slope deflection equation, note down the equilibrium equation, find out the unknowns, and then the final moment. Thank you. Have a nice day.